Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us every week. We have conversations with authors and small business owners. We have exciting lineup of guests who will take us on a literary journey like no other. Join us as we delve into the world of authors and small business owners from diverse backgrounds and cultures, each bringing their own unique perspective and voice to the table. From thrilling memoirs to captivating fiction and business startups, our guests will share their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs, offering us a glimpse into the rich tapestry of human experience. Immerse yourself in the magic of words and discovery as we explore the global literary landscape together. So grab a cup of tea, cozy up by the fire, and join us on this adventure of a lifetime. The Hollis Chapman Show is your ticket to a world of imagination, inspiration, and enlightenment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hello and welcome back to the Hollis Chapman Show. Happy Friday to y'all. Hopefully you're having a good day just before the spookiness starts this afternoon, this evening, depends on where you're at. We're waiting for our special second guest to come on. Kevin, I still see that you're in the listening mode, so thank you for doing that. But we need to click on the link so you can get that speaker's mode. Otherwise, we can't hear you. Okay? But Kevin's here with him and his co-founder started a business from a challenge, from family challenges. I want to put yourself in that shoes. What if you have some family challenges? Something happens and all of a sudden the child's being sick, the wife is sick. Could you create a business and thrive on it? Like his business is in 180 communities across the country. That's outstanding. So he's turned a sad thing into a positive thing. There we go. All right, Kevin's here.
Hey, Hollis.
Hi, Kevin. Hold on one second.
Sure.
You sound great. Don't say any more. I'm going to kind of give you a proper introduction, and then we'll start from there. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great. Our special guest is here. So excited. Like I said, he's a co-founder in his business, and it started off with because his wife and his son was ill. And the question is, like I know myself, how can I do that? Can I start a business knowing that my child is sick to help him? Because I know me, and once emotionally, if I get too emotionally down or this, I can't create. I can't think in a business sense. So he's had to transform his emotion from his family to creating a business. And his business is very successful, done great things. So without further ado, let's welcome to the show our special guest today, Mr. Kevin Fields.
It is great to be here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And again, congratulations on what you've done. From it coming over some things that was not. Oh, hi, Henry. Glad to see Henry's there. Oh, there you go. So Henry's there too. Thank you, guys. Starting off with family issues, family challenges. Now you guys are running a very successful business from that. So Kevin, you're here first. Tell us more about yourself and tell us about the situation that started your business.
Sure. So appreciate the warm introduction. As Hollis mentioned, I'm a co-founder of Wefayo, which means we care. So my co-founder and friend, Henry, who just joined us, and I built Wefayo from our personal experiences. In my family, we navigated special needs parenting and my wife's chronic medical condition. And so their journeys showed me how isolating these challenges can be and how hard it is to find the right help and why community really matters. And that's what led to the building of Wefayo.
I was asking what Wefayo meant, so thank you for sharing that. Hi, Henry. Thank you for joining us. And please tell us more about yourself and what brought you to Kevin to start this great program that you guys built together.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Yes.
Sweet, perfect. Kevin and I met because I was doing my master's at Columbia, and he has a mentorship program there, so we kind of met as students. So me and him met kind of randomly, but he mentored me really very well, and then we kind of developed this friendship. And so, as we talk more and more, he talks about this idea, and then it reminds me of a friend of mine that I grew up with back in Uganda, not from the US. So in Uganda, I used to have a friend who we used to play soccer as kids, and I saw him grow. He did not have, he didn't have his legs, but he always tried to play soccer with us. So I saw him like struggle through that. We gave him a space for that. But then as he grew up, I saw him struggle with finding community, finding jobs, for example, being accepted. So Kevin's idea of this platform reminded me of that, and that's what brought it home. And I was like, all right, Kevin, I'm down for this. So we came together, joined forces, and built Wefayo.
Kevin, I want you to answer first. I mean, because I know how I get when I get emotional. If my son had an illness or got sick, something like that, it'd be hard for me to take that emotion and put it into business, because emotionally wise, it takes a lot of things too. How did you separate that? And how did you spend your day working, and all of a sudden you got to go home, and your wife and your child, you got to be there to be Kevin, be a dad, and do that. So that must be so stressful for you as well. How would you separate that so you give them your full attention, sir?
Well, nothing's ever easy,
Yeah,
or at least the most fulfilling things aren't easy. So it was a couple things. So first, supporting and taking care of my wife. And fortunately, she was getting a lot of support and help through an online community for Crohn's disease. And then that shut down one day, and that left a big void for her. At the same time, we watched our eldest son, who has special needs, and we watched his struggles. He worked so hard for things that people take for granted, like making friends or finding his place in the world and discovering opportunities to shine. So, I have these two things going on. Used to stay up all night conducting a lot of research. How can I help my son? How can I help my wife? And what I realized is that our story isn't unique. There are millions of families just like us. And that's when I decided, you know what, I don't want to just help my family. I want to help the millions of people who are just like us.
Yeah. It's again, the pros and cons are the ups and downs of the internet. But you got to give it credit, because the internet helped me do a lot of things too. And we can do it from a privacy of our own home to find information, to get research and stuff like that, where before it would have been so hard to do the multitask like you had to do if you had to go and get the information. At least you can sit there at the computer and try to find it. So that's outstanding. And bravo to you, sir, for doing what you do.
So
Henry,
I agree with you. I was just going to say, I totally agree with you. The internet is a great place. But for example, on Wefayo, we list states and their resources. And so, for example, for identifying and listing the New York resources took me 5.5 hours. And same thing for California, and other states took, more time, less time, whatever, because I find that there's so much great information out on the internet determining what is really going to be helpful and impactful versus which is just another link to pull you somewhere else. It takes a lot of time and effort to really hone that down.
Yeah, very good, very good. Oh, Henry, do you want to add to that about the emotional from going from doing separating the personal and business? Because again, when it's so close to your heart, it's very emotional. Is there anything you want to add to that, where has emotion affected you while you're building your business?
Yeah, so kind of similar to what Kevin touched on. I realized very quickly that like this friend of mine, that seeing him struggle, and then over time, as I met new and other people, I saw kind of similar struggles. The more I educated myself, I saw similar struggles with lots of people. It just quite didn't click very much until like I met Kevin, and I was like, I've been thinking about this. I've been wondering how I could help. This is an opportunity for me. How can I make life better for more people? So for me, it has always been about, even if, I